Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back, guys. Right now, this is Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon here in China. Market is closed today for Good Friday, and I did receive my very first dividend for the month of April. I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm going to dive into the portfolio, show you guys what's going on, show you guys the first payment I've received so far for the month of April, and then I'll tell you guys some other thoughts, what I'm thinking right now, and that kind of thing. So let's record the screen, and I'll take you into my brokerage account. 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, open up Charles Schwab, and I'll refresh it. So like I said, this is Friday, 1:30 in the afternoon. Market's not open. Market's not gonna open. And you can see my account right now is $76,006, and I have $241 in cash. And if I go down here to view all the positions, you can see I've got XDTE, which is Round Hill's 0 DTE cover call ETF. This is on the S&P 500, right? 1,132 shares. Next, I have SGov, 150 shares, and this is just where I store some money at. SGov is a 0 to 3 month like expiry treasury bond ETF. The price is about $100 all the time. It slowly creeps up throughout the month, and then it pays a dividend at the end of the month, which is usually about 4% depending on the interest rates, but right now it's about 4%. And then when that dividend comes out, it comes back down to about $100, like 27 cents, and creeps back up. Anyway, SPYI, 142 shares. SPYI is the NEOS S&P 500 cover call ETF, not 0 DTE, just a regular cover call ETF. I might do something with this in the future. We'll get into that in a minute, though. Next, I have SCHX, which is Schwab's U.S. Large Cap ETF, which is basically the S&P 500, but it has a little bit more diversity. It's got the entire S&P 500 plus the next 250 best stocks. So it's kind of like, the best 750 stocks in the stock market. So it's slightly diversified outside of the S&P 500. We'll call it the S&P 500 plus. It's 242 shares there. And then lastly, I do have Maggie, MAGY. This is Round Hill's Magnificent 7 cover call ETF, which you guys know the Magnificent 7 are the 7 best stocks in the entire stock market, which make up the 7 top stocks in the S&P 500. But they're basically all tech stocks, which if you guys know anything about S&P 500, it's the 500 best companies. So some of those stocks are actually tech stocks, which are in the NASDAQ, but they're also in the S&P 500 or SPY, right? Because they're the top companies in the world. So anyway, that's what I have in the portfolio. So now that you know that, let's see the performance of this. I'll take you into the spreadsheet, share the performance, and then share with you guys some things that's on my mind as of right now in regards to my investing strategy. So I'm going to record the screen here. Let me see what I'm doing. Okay, no, I don't want to take a picture. What am I doing? I'm going to record the whole screen. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, so here's where my spreadsheet is at. I'll open up the positions tab, and I'll make it bigger. Let's try this 150%. Oh, let's see what 200% looks like, just out of curiosity. Let's try the 200% this time instead of 150. So on the left here, you see the blue box there, XDTE, Maggie, SPYI, SGov, SCHX, the things I just showed you in the portfolio. This matches my portfolio exactly. I always update this so you can see just the positions. There's my number of shares. This is my cost average, which I didn't show you guys this just now in the portfolio, but it doesn't really matter, It matters what you buy it at, not what I buy it at. This is just to show you guys the general performance of this, so you can get an idea of what you can possibly expect if you're doing something similar, which, to recap, you can see all of my stocks here are basically based on the S&P 500, with the exception of SGov, which is just, it stays the same all the time. It's just a safe storage of cash. Now, really fast while I'm here on SGov, let's talk about it. I'm actually thinking about adding some more money to SGov. So I do have a large amount of cash stored in various bank accounts. And I'm thinking about moving that cash into SGov because, I mean, Charles Schwab is connected to several of my other bank accounts, and I can easily get access to that money through SGov because it's highly liquid. I can sell it immediately, get the cash, and then send it over to my bank account if I really need it. So I'm thinking about moving a larger amount of money from my bank accounts to SGov just because it's safe, right? It's not going to go anywhere. It's just like storing money in a high yield savings account. So I'm thinking about doing that, adding some more money here so I can get some more interest on my cash because the bank doesn't pay that much interest. And if I have a high yield savings account at a bank, it's really no different than storing it in SGov. But I do get a little bit of price action. It does slowly climb, which you'll see in just a minute. Let's check it out. If we go here to my returns, you can see, let me go over here. So you can see XDTE. It says we're down 9.77% on the market return, but total return is up 13.81%. So total return is positive there. This makes up 53% of my portfolio. Maggie is down big time, 15.5%, 7.85 on total return. But I'm holding on to this because I do think tech is going to come back once the stock market comes back. Because these Magnificent Seven, they're basically in bear market territory now. Like Microsoft is down like 23, 25%. A lot of the other ones are down 10, 12, 15% or more. And so I think that's going to come back because they're really beat up. When it does, this should come back pretty fast. SPYI, you see we're down 5.5 on the market return, 2.89 only on total return. So this should be coming back soon too. Which these are relatively new positions for me. So they're just catching all the downsides since I got in. XCT I've had for a long time. That's why my total return is still good. SGov, which is what I was just talking about, you see my market return is slightly positive and total return is a little bit more positive because this does have a dividend every month. And that's why I'm looking at, putting more money here just because I get more interest on my money without any risk at all of anything happening. Because the only way something would happen with SGov is if America completely collapsed, like America went bankrupt. And I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, yeah, it's pretty safe. And then the last one, you can see SCHX is down 4.36% and 4.09. Again, this is a relatively new position for me. The reason why I got into this is because it's uncapped upside. This isn't like a cover call ETF, nothing like that. It's just a regular ETF that helps your account grow if the market's going up, which typically, we get, 10 or 12% per year. Sometimes we get lucky and get in the 20s, But so I think this is going to be okay. And I want that uncapped upside to offset the capped upside of the cover call ETFs because I need income, right? Because the whole point of this is to get income to live off of. And so I need that, but I also need the uncapped growth so my capital doesn't wither away. So that's why I have a mixture of the two. And honestly, what I would like to do possibly in the future would be I may shift some money out of what Maggie and I don't know, maybe I'll leave SPYI alone. I may move some money out of Maggie into SCHX and start building more of a position in SCHX and just keep the S&P 500 positions. But really, I don't really need XDTE, Maggie, and SPYI. I could really do without two of those and only have one of those. So I could do that too. But for now, we're just going to leave it alone until we get completely positive on total return and move from there. So other than that, I'm probably just going to be moving money from my bank into SGov. And none of these are on drip right now. Actually, I'm actually accepting all the dividends from this. There's drip is not turned on. And I'm just moving that cash into SCHX. So from Maggie, SPY, XCT, all those dividends are going to go into SCHX. So that's what's going on there. Now, dividend log. I told you guys my first payment for April just came in, as you can see right here, with the blue box around it there. XDTE just paid me yesterday, which was Thursday, $233.68. Now this does pay each and every single week, usually on Friday, but they paid early this time because of the holiday, which is good. I'm happy for that. And the rest of these were, well, Maggie is going to pay each and every week. It pays on Monday, so I should get that on Monday. SPYI, SGov both pay once per month, and it's usually at the end of the month, I believe. And then SCHX is quarterly, so I just got that, so I'm not going to get that again for a while. April, May, June, I'll get it in June. June or July. So we got a while for that. But Maggie, SPY, SGov will pay me really quick. We'll look at the calendar here. This is, why am I on March? This is April, right? Yeah, this is April. So, is this April? Yeah, it is April. So we just got paid on Thursday. This was the 2nd. So I'm going to get three more payments this month from XDTE. And then Maggie's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7. SCY. I get 8 more payments coming in this month that we're just waiting on. So 8 payments this month, 9 if you count the one I just got. So yeah, we got a long way to go. So right now, as you guys just saw, 233 for the month so far. Still got a long way to go. Last month we got 928, so not too bad. It's slightly higher than the previous month, which was 884. And I'm not looking at January because this was a special dividend. It's not the normal, the normal distribution. So I'm not really comparing that one. But if we compare it to last month, which was basically a normal month, February, which was a normal month, last month beat that. So let's see what April has in store. Can we beat the month of March? We'll see. So that's really all I got for you guys. Quick recap. I'm just thinking about putting more cash into SGov. Drip is turned off, and I'm moving the dividends from the stocks I own into SCHX for uncapped upside because I'm looking for a market turnaround. And that's really all I got for you guys, man. If you guys want to see about my Roth IRA, I'll make a video about that tomorrow. It's my retirement account. If you guys want to see more stuff about living in China and that kind of thing, check out my other channel. The link's below. And then other than that, I'm going to start making more videos here about money, not just my portfolio, but stuff related to money and finance, because it's something I've been interested in for a long time and things I've been putting into practice for a long time. Hopefully I can make some of that stuff that will help you guys out. So see you guys next time, man. Y'all take care.